There was first the question of how is Russell Martin not sacked for Rangers, but now the question's got to be how is Jimmy Thelin not sacked from Aberdeen? Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football. Rangers in 11th, Aberdeen in 12th. Right, Jimmy, we need to have a word, son. Russell Martin and his bogging start to the season, the worst start for Rangers in 47 years, has saved Jimmy Thelin, right? Because without Rangers being absolutely rank rotten and down beside them, all eyes, all the lights would be on Big Jimmy, alright? And for whatever reason, they're not. They get knocked out the cup by Motherwell, they can't buy a goal, they're sitting rock bottom of the league with a point, they look bogging in, well I say they look bogging in Europe, right? Against Stade Bucharest, the red card, for my opinion, well not my opinion, most people's opinion, was a disgrace, folks, right? But as we've said a million times on this channel, the coefficient's in the mud. Aberdeen in the Conference League are probably not even going to pick up a win because they're just brutal. Jeez, Ousmane Dembele wins the Ballon d'Or. Does Ousmane Dembele feel like the best player in the world right now? Can't he? I mean, he was good last year, but I don't know, man. Best player in the world? Ballon d'Or's rigged anyway. See that year Lewandowski didn't win it, man? What a disgrace. Because of COVID. Anyway, Aberdeen manager Jimmy Thelin says he is not thinking about his job security, despite pressure cranking up as his beleaguered side crashed out of the Premier Sports Cup at home to Motherwell. Let's see what he's got to say. And I quote, "I don't think like that. It is not my job. My job is to get the team going, and that's where my focus is. The frustration is there. I understand that. I respect that. But I'm not thinking about my job. It's not my call. I'm thinking about what we can do here and there and doing the best that I can. You never give in. You always want to fight. If you believe in something really strongly and can be consistent with this, then turn things around. But we have to change tomorrow, not in one more week or another game." End of quote. I mean, I'm used to this cookie cutter shite being spread to me like a big bit of lure pack on a bit of bread, but it literally is. I mean, it's not quite as bad as Martin, but I mean, obviously there was a chorus of boos at full time. They've just won at the cup. Like, the league is absolutely brutal for Aberdeen. The only respite he could offer them was getting through to another semi-final at Hampden. And obviously what they done last year, they beat Celtic in the final. Great result, phenomenal, first in 35 years. No bad, Aberdeen, well done. But that can only buy you so much, man. And the facts of the reality of this, you're sitting rock bottom in the league, and it's not like we're Rangers where even if Rangers kept Martin, they're going to stay up, right? It's crazy talk to think that Rangers would get relegated. I don't think it's crazy talk to think Aberdeen will get relegated if they kept Thelin. Here, I think there's Aberdeen, right, are lucky that they've just had these wee spells in the last couple of years where they've been shite, but they go on like a 10-game winning, well, not a 10-game winning streak, but they go on like a 10-game run where they'll pick up a load of wins and a few draws and it'll just shoot them up the table. But that's yet to happen this year. It will happen. I mean, Aberdeen have got quality. Carlson, Nisbet, Armstrong, Graham Shinney. You look further back. I mean, I think Dorrington's pretty good. Mitov's a good goalie. I mean, there's plenty of team quality in that team. Devlin, Nielsen. Like they've signed relatively well. They've a lot of like international capped players. So I think Solclair's a good player as well. There is no fucking excuses, my friends, right? No excuses for Aberdeen to be in the position they are in. And I do strongly believe that due to Russell Martin, Jimmy Thielin's job has barely come under scrutiny. Now, it's beginning to now, right? But if we go back to last November, right? They've won just 5 times in 31 matches. That is absolutely crazy. Like, you take out the last season start to the season, you don't know. Where are they sitting in the Championship? Aberdeen legend Willie Miller said, "The pressures has got to come on Aberdeen now. You're bottom of the league, you can't score goals, and you're at the cup. They look a disjointed team. You can't expect anything else than fan frustration. It's very difficult to find a positive message at the end of this game with where Aberdeen sit." End of quote. Totally agree. And that's the thing. I watched the Motherwell game, right, in the cup. Like, they didn't score, right? But it's weird. They don't look toothless. They create opportunities. They huff and puff. You can't really fault their effort, but it's just no happening for them. Sometimes that happens. Anyway, leave your thoughts down below. Does Jimmy Thelin deserve to get sacked? I think he needs sacked, man. I think there's no saving this. There is no saving Jimmy Thelin, I'm telling you.